Hey, really quick. Off the top of your head, what's your favorite Prince song? Rod.
Cream.
Cream.
Raspberry Beret.
Okay.
Another Lover, Hole in Your Head.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Stop.
Love it.
Stop.
Love it.
My favorite one is Diamonds and Pearls.
Nice.
Yeah. I
Is that
love,
from Glam Slam?
Don't question me about it. Let me take that back. I don't have a favorite Prince song. That's like asking me what's my favorite Michael song.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose one, Diamonds and Pearls.
Yeah.
It's very well put together.
Mm-hmm.
It's very poppy. It's very catchy.
Yeah.
Listen to the vocals on it.
I liked what he did with Morris Day and the Time, 777-9311. I feel like that song is definitely the sickest Prince track. I like Let's Go Crazy, but I honestly, dude, 777-9311 with the bro, that coming in on that pickup.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is unlike any other artist. He reinvented funk, and like, even though he's like the softest funk person I know, like, oh my gosh, it's just like,
Well, that's why I love
for it.
Another Lover, because that song just messes with time while still staying simple.
Yes.
It's within the context. It comes right after Kiss on that record, on the Parade record. So it kind of is almost overshadowed because Kiss got so much radio play. I mean, we cover it all the time.
Yeah.
But there's something about the way the choir comes in the chorus, and the way that the verse leading into the hook just kind of chops up kind of strangely. He's coming in on these weird pickups. It's really sick, man.
Yeah.
Really sick.
He's got a way of writing. I like his writing style.
Mm-hmm.
He's prolific.
He is.
Yeah.
His arrangements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike anybody else.
Unlike any other. I mean.
I know when I wrote, what's it called? You, Me, and the Funk.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled a lot of vibes from Prince. I tried to do the best I could to make like this Prince meets Parliament Funkadelic kind of song. And Prince, those chords, the voicings he uses are just so different, man. Like when he comes in with that I think it's like an E9 chord. It's just like a nice embellished E chord for all you musicians out there. Setting up his verse, chorus, pre-chorus concepts are just incredible. How he plays off of the minor and the solo is just wild instead of playing off of the major, which he's doing for the main point of what's it called? Body of the song.
Yeah.
What I also love about Prince is how he approaches making a record.
Yeah.
It's something that's kind of a dying art, so to speak. But, back in the day where you had to sell records and not songs or music videos individually, you had to make the listener want to go through the whole thing. And he had this way of transitioning from song to song where, there might be tracks that aren't really a song, it's a piece of music. Like on that Parade record, he's got this instrumental piano bit that just carries you into the scenery of the next song, and then before you know it, you feel like you're in a French villa. And he can create these visual effects with all sorts of different instrumentation, and hardly picks up a guitar on that record. Just does it through all sorts of different, very cinematic kind of musical stylings.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really amazing, and his skills as a general producer as well.
Yes.
I have this. I have two books. They go together. They're called Behind the Glass, and it's written from the perspective of all these producers and engineers that have worked with big artists. And I don't remember the name of the producer anymore. I know it was a female producer, and she had a chapter in this book, and she worked with Prince, and she went to Paisley Park and worked with him. And she was explaining his method of working, which was amazing to read about. And basically, Paisley Park was set up as there was a main control room and then a bunch of live rooms around, and then also little satellite control rooms for each room, sort of thing. And Prince would go from room to room, and he had different musicians working in each room and different producers working in each room. And he'd come in and he'd be like, okay, he'd play a piece. I want you to do this, I want you play this many bars, then do this, that many bars, add the drums, add this, I'll come back. And then he'd go to the next room and do the same thing with someone else. And then the next room, and so on. And then loop back around, listen to whatever the person did, be like, yeah, that's not exactly what I want. I want you to do this and this and this, and then go around and basically be constantly. I mean, that's a lot of music to produce all at the same time.
Yeah.
And really, really amazing. Anyone who can even fathom to do all that all at the same time, it's amazing to me. You know?
And before Pro Tools was widely available, and doing a lot on tape, I would imagine.
Well, yeah, back then definitely.
Tape is crazy expensive.
Yeah, even now it is.
Yeah.
So, back then even more. So.
One of our favorite recording producers, one we've worked with, has played with Prince. Can you guess who it is?
One of our favorite recording producers.
Yeah.
It's not Tony, is it?
No, not that I know of. It's somebody else.
It's possible. He's played with everyone.
DJ LaSpam has played Spam All Stars and Prince.
No joke.
No joke. Really? So Prince, because he came to Miami a lot. Remember, he owned part of Mansion.
Right.
All right, and so he's the reason why it says Icon in there. If you ever wonder why, it's probably his doings. So what he would do is, like, after some of his shows in Miami, because he used to play for people who like own the Fontainebleau resorts and stuff. That was like one of his last shows in 2007, and so he'd then check out different spots like Jazzin or check out different clubs in the area, and he's had the opportunity to play with a lot of local artists like Spam All Stars. He's played with Swenalo. He's played with several other people from out here, but those were the two big names that caught my eye that I'm very familiar with. And I think that's really dope because it tells me that Prince really gave a really cool platform for a lot of local artists to bounce off of, especially if he's owning some of these venues,
Sure.
He's definitely a big believer then in local art thriving wherever he goes, because if the dude's from Minneapolis and then he's investing here in South Florida, this is like when he was out here and doing his thing and making things happen in the 80s, from 80, I think 5 on.
Oh, wow.
He, I don't think he owned Mansion in 85.
No.
Part of Mansion in 85. I think that was in the 2000s. But when he was out here doing shows and everything and playing those little one-off bits, he definitely influenced the dance culture. He was a big part of the dance culture out here. You could tell, like, if he was coming out here, he'd probably have crazy crowds because the dance culture in Miami between the 80s and 90s was so clever.